People. Okay, one controller is connected. Yeah, so we have. I got this Nintendo Switch Online controller last week, and I've been using it all week long. But like, I've been sick, so I have not been able to use it on stream until today. So we're gonna do another N64 stream. I wanted to order the Super Nintendo one as well, but yeah, I haven't gotten around to it yet. I think it'll be like a couple of weeks into January. I don't know. I really wanted to play some Super Nintendo games tonight, but ouch. It's crazy how different the game feels when you're using an N64 controller as opposed to a whew, a one. Okay. Yeah, playing the game the way it was meant to be played, it's definitely a way better experience. I would say like most games play better with the N64 controller. Most of them. Star Fox 64 definitely does. I'd argue this does. The only exception I could see was Sin and Punishment. But I think everyone kind of feels that way. That Sin and Punishment kind of plays like shit with the N64 controller. You're better off with the Pro one. All right. Yeah, it's been like a really good month for N64 because they released a bunch of great games. I've been playing a bunch of 1080 and Harvest Moon 64, especially Harvest Moon. I think I've put like several hours into it already. I'm already like halfway through the summer of the first year. Yeah, I love Harvest Moon 64. I think it's become one of my favorite N64 games in the past 10 years. It's not a game I grew up with, so it's interesting well, not really discovering as an adult. Like, playing it now and, like, realizing how good it actually is. It's a shame Harvest Moon fell off the way it did. I love Rune Factory, and I love that stuff. And I'm not a fan of 100 point stars. Like every time I do that, I'm just kind of like, really. I really wanted to start the game in the beginning. I really did, but it's like, yeah, I was in the middle of a playthrough when I got the controller, so I'm gonna have to finish this first before starting over. It feels weird to start like, I don't know. Like I've definitely gotten used to doing 100 point stars. I'm getting to the point where it's like easy for me, but it's like, I don't know. I still don't really enjoy them. It's weird how I'll do it for this, but not do it for like Sunshine or whatever. Honestly, I think 100 points are better at Sunshine because it's just so fun to play Sunshine and get around and explore and stuff. There's so much to do in Sunshine. Here, like, the levels are a lot more flat. I hate using the term uninspired, but, And a joystick is like ideal for flight controls and games. Like this and Star Fox 64 like are dream to play. It's crazy. Okay, that's all. I have 60. Okay, I think it's good enough. Probably shouldn't just. I wish I could have gone out tonight, but I don't know. I've only just now gotten sick, and I'm still like sleeping in and shit like that. I feel like it's gonna be another couple days, like after the holidays, before I will do it. So yeah, I think tonight I'm just gonna stay in and just enjoy Mario. There he goes. Uh, I completely forgot where it was. Okay, I thought it was like the other way. Okay. Okay. I hate how you can't leave the pyramid if you don't have enough coins. Yeah, this is a really good speedrunning game, apparently. I don't speedrun myself. I don't know. It's just, it doesn't seem appealing to me. Never has been. I mean, I'll do it for like DKC and stuff like that, but like, I don't know. Even that's like, I just don't enjoy it. And down here. How many 1-ups are there? There's one on the other side, too. Alright. Yeah. No, fuck, no! Okay, there is 9 more to go. Yeah, I should have plenty. At Christmas weekend. Yay. That sure is great. Here we go. Here we go. Favorite game of all time? I'm gonna make a top 10 best games of all time list this week, actually. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I'll be talking about that a little bit. Yeah, it's long overdue. I kind of realized I didn't have one. Like, I have like a top 2. I had a top 2 that I pretty conclusively said. But, yeah, like, outside of that, like, I had no idea. But I'm starting to put one together, so. Yeah, we are going to be talking about the top 10 favorite Cody Lee games. Here we go. It's going to be great. Really looking forward to it. It's definitely long overdue. Yeah, I need to make more top 10s in general. I wish I had time. Like, this weekend in general,
Like it kind of made me realize just how much I would rather be like at home than like working a job. Because like I was sick and I was sitting at home just doing whatever I could do. And I still preferred it to going into work. And like considering the like the books and the channel and stuff like that, like I didn't even really lose that much money. So it's like yeah, I'm reaching the point where I don't have to work, which is very exciting. Well, I mean, I keep saying not have to work, but like I'll be like doing YouTube and writing stuff forever, I'm sure. It's like no, I just saw before I went live that The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom has been voted Game of the Year for from Edge magazine. And Edge has like a lot more credibility than the Game Awards. Like that's what I've been like thinking when I've been seeing these Game Awards is that like if you have credibility, you just give it to Zelda, but if you don't, you give it to like shill picks like Baldur's Gate 3. It's definitely interesting. All right. Yeah, the Coof. Yeah. Yeah, I wondered if I had the Coof. They were kind of unspecific about what I had. Like they referred to it as a respiratory disease. It's pretty brutal. Like I was out for like an entire week. I'm still like, I mean, I still haven't gone out yet. So I guess I'm still during in my recovery period. I feel fine. I went to work and everything, but um, I don't know. I'm not sure. I want to do anything this weekend though. Hello, Herman Smith. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get tested. They asked me if I wanted to get tested, and I said no. I don't know how exactly are they treating the coof in like 2023? Because it's like it shouldn't have gone away, especially if you're a pure blood like me, right? But it mysteriously just does. And whenever I do get sick, I never assume it's like serious. Like I legit might have had the coof, and I don't care. Uh, yep. Yeah, it was terrible for the first 3 days or so. I couldn't do anything. Here we go. Oops. I couldn't write much. I couldn't do anything. Yeah, it's not that serious. Like that's always been my issue with it is that they pretended for a period of time that it was like some serious thing, but it obviously isn't. There we go. Oops. Yeah, same here. I mean, I was even forced to go into work. Well, not really forced. I probably could have. Oh, fuck. I probably could have gone in if I really wanted to. But yeah, I just didn't want to. I already felt like I was already over it mostly by like the first 3 days. But like, I don't know. I was still like sleeping a lot, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever. This game never gets old. I know, right? It's weird. It's been a while since I've played a lot of these classic games. The N64 stuff, 64, Star Fox 64, and stuff like that. Like, it's crazy how much better they are than modern games. Um, I know I say that all the time, but like I've taken a bit of a break from this game, and it's weird how true it is. Like, it's just inexplicable. Okay. Like it is just pure. It is just insane. Okay. Yeah, I've been playing Star Fox. Amazing game. I've been playing this amazing game. Ocarina of Time, amazing game. Like, Ocarina especially is interesting because we're in one of those phases where people are doing that thing where they're pretending the game isn't as good as it's cracked up to be, but it totally is. Um, yeah, I'm wondering how well Odyssey is gonna be remembered, because like I definitely think it's a good game that's appealing to like people, but I don't know. It's weird because like I talk all this crap about how much I don't like Sunshine and like stuff like that, but like 3D World, but like those games have like remained very relevant like since they came out. Like you definitely get this impression that like these less popular Mario games are like way more popular than than people give them credit for. I mean, how many YouTubers do you see that like complain about Luigi's Mansion or whatever? Like, oh, it's not a real Mario game. Like, the real Mario game came out the following year. Like, what? Like, the GameCube came out in November 2001? Like, I never really thought about this, but like, the GameCube came out in November of 2001, right? So, like, you have, like, the launch window games of, like, Wave Race Blue Storm, Pikmin, Luigi's Mansion, and then, like, Melee, all of which are, like, phenomenal games. And then, like, you have, you know, the following year, it's like, the GameCube was a great console. Like, I know I rag on it all the time, but it's like, it feels so undeserved. I don't know. I'm really interested in what's going to happen when GameCube NSO comes out, because I think there's a lot of games that people just don't know about on GameCube. Like, you have the Resident Evil remake, and you have, like, Eternal Darkness, and, like, Chibi Robo and stuff like that. Like, a lot of stuff. I don't know. Yeah, people love pretending that GoldenEye is overrated. And, like, every time I play it, I'm just kind of, like, baffled by how good it is. Like, it's legit better than, like, a lot of first-person shooters get made today. And, like, even games like Halo and stuff like that, the games that people say, like, killed it. Are you serious? Okay, here we go. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I think it has been ported, yeah. But like that's the thing people don't realize, is that like just because a game comes out on NSO, a game gets ported onto Switch, that doesn't necessarily stop it from being ported to NSO. Like Castlevania Bloodlines is available through the Castlevania collection, but it's also on the Genesis app. So like people don't realize that, but yeah, a lot of these games are getting re-released multiple times. The whole idea that like the good games are just gonna get released on the eShop and not come to NSO, that's always been like not true. Here we go. Yeah, I hate that shit. Okay, Dire Dock, Snowman's Land. Okay. I love how we're getting the 100 coins now, because I don't know, every single time I play the game, like no matter what you do, this is always what ends up happening, is that like you have to get the 100 coins, because there's nothing else to do really. MC's Halo Master Chief Collection. I know, right? I would really like that as well. I mean, I have it on Steam. I was playing it a while ago, but I don't know. Halo is just not that fun. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like it'd be nice for, like, nostalgia reasons to play, like, co-op with someone, but, like, yeah. I mean, I certainly don't hate the game, but it's not great either. You know what I mean? And of course, like, you know, the sequels get worse and worse. Like, it feels like by Halo 3, everyone was just done with it. It's weird to think about how quickly, like, Halo fell off. Because I remember when Halo was the reason not to own a Nintendo console. Because, like, oh, it doesn't have Halo. But, like, who cares? I don't know. People talk all this shit about, like, the things that, like, Nintendo consoles did and didn't have. But that's basically what it came down to back in the day, was that, like, it didn't have Halo. Or, like, GTA. Like, that's, like, the real reason why. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just, like, out of touch, but it kind of feels like these days people are, like, more accepting of child-friendly stuff. Like, I myself, like, am a lot more comfortable coming out and, like, talking about how much I like this stuff. Like, back in the day, I wouldn't do it. It's one of the big reasons why I'm so bitter, is because, I just couldn't talk about, like, the video games I like without getting, like, harassed. Here we go. Oops. Oops. To a certain extent, that's still true. That the main thing is that, like, I just don't care. Like, you're seeing this now on, like, the YouTube channel. Like, oh, you like Nintendo games? Yes, I do. How could you? They're for kids. Like, ugh. Ding. Okay. Oh, this is a great level to play for the Christmas season, isn't it? Okay, that's 50 coins. Yeah, I've started doing this so many times, I've gotten, like, used to it. How many coins do I need for the, Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I've been hard at work at that. Uh, I don't know. I wish I could do more to, like, grow the channel. I'm curious how long it's gonna take to get to, like, 10,000 subs to like 100,000. It's gonna, like, 100,000 definitely feels doable for me at this point. It's just like, I don't know. Like, right now it feels like I should just be doing, like, uploading videos as things happen, and it's just not possible for me right now. Yeah, that's like the main thing I would do differently, is just do the same thing, but just, like, update more, like, more frequently. Like 4 videos a day, just talking about, like, fringe topics. Like I used to. I don't know. I definitely have sub growth. Like, right now, I'm concerned about, like, sustainability, but, like, making sure I upload every day. But yeah, outside of that, we Oh, that's enough coins. I mean, it should be plenty, but... Like, when I talk about, like, Zelda being attacked, I should be able to, like, bring up, like, decades worth of, like, evidence as to, like, how these people typically behave. You know, like, I should have done, like, a response video to Arlo immediately after he uploaded that. Like, right now, people are trying to, like, come out and say, like, oh, it's just his opinion, man. Like, he's just talking about his concerns with the franchise. But no, he's being disingenuous. He's, like, he's trying to cause controversy. Like, he's a piece of shit, is what I'm getting at. Like... Invisibility really doesn't last very long. Did I get locked in here? I did. Oh, no, you don't. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely better with the N64 controller. I feel like most games are. It's just... Other than, like, Sin and Punishment, I would say. Yeah, I think this is better than, like, the original N64 controller as well. Like, the stick is better. It's a much-needed upgrade. Is Arlo the YouTuber I hate the most? Not really. I don't know if... I don't think anybody is, like... influential enough for me to, like, hate them anymore. Like, it feels like more and more people are starting to, like, push back against YouTubers who, like, pull the nonsense that, like, Arlo and Angry Joe pull. Like, Angry Joe's views are going way down. So, like, it almost feels like, it almost feels like it's not worth my time to, like, cover him anymore. Right? Like, people are like, Synthetic Man is making, like, Tears of the Kingdom videos calling it woke. Like, that's not gonna stick. Like, the problem that they're having now is that, like, you have so many people, like, spouting nonsense that, like, none of it can become, like, standardized. And if there's no, like, consensus, like, it's not taken seriously, right? So, like, Arlo's complaining about, like, Anoma. Like, people are trying to, like, use that as proof that Anoma is, like, doesn't know what he's talking about. But, like, he's fresh off of, like, producing two of the most critically acclaimed Zelda games of all time. Like, the guy has had a great career. And yet you still have people like Arlo trying to, like, pretend as if he doesn't know what he's doing. It's, like, it's embarrassing. It really is. My views? Yeah, my views are pretty consistently going up, yeah. Yeah, right now I'm focused on, like, sub growth, though. I don't know, like... I'm pretty unconcerned about, like, sub growth and views. I'd rather just make the videos I really want to make, as opposed to, like, pandering to, like, pretendos, like, what everyone else does. I struggled with this so much as a kid. Whoa. I'm a miss a T. Okay. I don't know. I definitely feel like, I'm on the up and up as a channel. I don't know. I just made an X account. I've been looking at like other content creators, and it feels like everyone else just kind of complains about Nintendo all the time. Like it just feels like there's no actual content creators that like genuinely like the company. It's all about like their own channel growth or whatever. And I would like to not fall into the same trap. Yeah, this game holds up really well. What the hell? Oh, that was 5 secrets. Okay. I did that entirely by accident. Okay. Yeah, getting 100 coins isn't as annoying as it used to be. Like, we got like 3 or 4. This is the 3rd one tonight, right? The completionist has turned people away from YouTube. Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Yeah, I noticed the same thing. Like, the completionist had, like, the most wholesome image out of, like, all of them, I would say. And, like, losing him is a pretty big blow against, like, against the establishment. Because he's been around forever. He had, like, a lot of credibility. Like, he was someone that, like, people looked to. Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good point. Like, I've kind of offhand said the completionist is a piece of shit for a long time now. I've offhand talked about it. I think he was like the last YouTuber I really stopped watching though, because like he did a pretty good job of like pretending to be positive all the time, like pretending he was a big fan. Well, I mean, pretending is kind of harsh, but like. Like, yeah, like, he certainly wasn't as negative as, like, most people, but, like, the crack started the show, right? You know, he was shilling for, like, God of War Ragnarok at one point. It's like, okay, bro. I don't know. Like, I don't know who else is left. Like, there are, like, smaller channels that are still going, but, like, all the bigger ones that, like, everybody knows, the Completionist, Drontron, like, Game Grumps, like, all these guys that used to cause all these problems in the community are, like, falling by the wayside, and nobody really takes them seriously anymore. And, like, there's no one really to replace them, either. Like, Scott the Woz is probably, like, the biggest channel out of all like, the new generation of guys, and he's getting burned out. Like, last time I heard from him, he was talking about how hard it's been to keep going. And he's a poser too, right? So it's not like some big loss or anything, but like, if these people can't keep themselves going into like their 30s, they're not going to be like relevant enough long term to influence anyone's opinions. Like, I don't even know what his take on like Tears of the Kingdom is. Like, I don't care. Here he goes. God of War Ragnarok is not a good game. Let's get that out of the way. Right? No, it's not. Here we go. We have like Tall Mountain after this. Yeah, I think we have a handful of like Rainbow Ride and TikTok clocks to go. Oh, and I think a handful of Tiny Huge Island as well. Tiny Huge Island is shit though. Like I cannot stand doing Tiny Huge Island. a lot with him. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Like, I've seen people bring a lot of those guys into it, like Pro Jared doing the same thing. Like, I think this is kind of like the last nail in the coffin for that community. Bro, even David Jaff agrees. Like, even David Jaff is speaking out about that now. So it's like, can we stop pretending that the God of War reboot was good? Like, a big reason why I wasn't, like, more in on that, because was because I didn't play the original games, right? So I went back, played the original God of War, called it shit, and then, like, went into depth as to why, like, the reboot was also shit. Like, that's my thing, is that, like, people make a big deal about, like, oh, Kratos, he was such a terrible person before, but now he's good. They gave him some real character development. Right, that's like the narrative they push, but like the character the character turn makes no sense. Right, it's poorly implemented. Like, it doesn't feel like it's the same universe at all. It's like neither of the characters worked. Right? Like, the issue is that, like, you know, liberals were upset with, like, Kratos' portrayal in the original game, so they make him more of a soy boy in the reboot. Okay. But, like, the character was never interesting. Like, you would have been better off just, like, making your own thing, right? But they had to use the character because they had no one else. Oops. Yeah, Ragnarok was a rehash. For sure. I think I'm done with like 100 coins. Let's, yeah, we still have plenty of... Yeah, Tiny Huge Island. Yeah, a lot of people keep making this false equivalence between, like, Tears of the Kingdom and God of War Ragnarok and Spider-Man 2, right? But in reality, like, Tears of the Kingdom does a lot more different than those games do. Right? Like, aside from, like, reusing the map, they're really not similar at all. And because you can do so much more in Zelda, it like, doesn't really matter anyway. Like, it's crazy how different the map in Tears of the Kingdom actually is. Like, purely because, like, your entire moveset is different. Like, Tears of the Kingdom is a completely different game than Breath of the Wild. It's not a rehash the way that, like, Spider-Man 2 or Ragnarok are. Like, people keep, like, trying to, like, do a gotcha moment when it comes to that, but it's not going to work. Spider-Man is an Assassin's Creed ripoff. I'm curious, like, how bad Spider-Man actually is, because, like, I think it's pretty safe to say that, like, the games are not as good as, like, the Batman ones. But, like, people were in, like, denial about that from the beginning. Like, even now, they won't really talk about it. Like, that's kind of my problem with them, is that, like, it's just, like, Arkham did the same thing, but better. It's, like, just because it has a Spider-Man skin doesn't mean it's, like, worth playing, right? Like, honestly, I'm not even sure why Spider-Man is as big of a brand as it is, because it feels like the antagonists aren't as memorable or interesting, right? Like, whenever people talk about Spider-Man, it's always about, like, the relationship between Spider-Man and Peter Parker, like the secret identity. Like, the actual antagonists and the plots don't really seem to factor in all that much at all. Like your games. Oh, fuck. This is why I hate this. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah, the game isn't well made. Yeah. I don't know. The big thing that gets me about Spider-Man 2 is like the fact that the story is as bad as it is. Because I've seen some of like the cutscenes, and it's like it's really appalling how bad like the story in that game actually is. Like Mary Jane is the thing that like everyone focuses on, but like I think it extends to like a lot of different. I think there's a lot more to it than just that. And of course, I can't do like a deep dive into it without like playing the game, which probably isn't going to happen. Baldur's Gate 3 is garbage too. Yeah, I'm seeing more and more people like starting to speak out against that game. Like ever since the Game Awards. Like nobody's interested in playing it. Like nobody cares. Like what seems to have happened with Baldur's Gate 3 is that like a bunch of people have never played like a CRPG before, and they just think that like Baldur's Gate 3 is something like really unique and innovative when it's really not. Uh Oh, there it is. Okay. I just got out of the shower before I started streaming. Like, I was like thinking of going out tonight before I decided to like just stay in and play games. Like, I don't know. I don't think anybody's doing anything on like December 22nd. You know, like it's like okay, everybody else is like getting fired over the holidays. Hello. Yeah, all anybody talks about is the character creation. Yeah, I have noticed that. Like DSP is playing the game right now, and he's like he has his chat like walk him through everything because he doesn't want to look like a retard. Like it doesn't seem fun, you know? Like I don't know. Like DSP is only playing the game for like the money because like there's so many like people who desperately want to pretend that game is popular. But like yeah, the instant the money dries up, he's gonna come out and shit on it, I'm sure. I don't know, people are gonna call him biased or whatever, but like I think DSP is like 100% in the right when he talks about like Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, based side fill. Oh, here he comes. Okay. It's the weekend before Christmas. Everyone else is getting fired. Yeah, plus I've been sick, so it's like, yeah, even if it was like a good weekend, I think I would like, I might have to consider staying in anyway. I usually like going out before streams, but like, I don't know. I've been thinking about stopping it for a while because like, I don't know. Yeah, I think maybe I should start like doing stuff on Saturday instead. But I don't know. It's just. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, they've been throwing like everything at me over the past couple of weeks. It's been weird. Like I posted like a community post of like a Yame Blackbird, and they started spurging out at me. Oh, don't you know she's like 16? Like I don't think that's like official information. Plus, it's not like I sexualize the character anyway. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like I like her because she's a parody of anime protagonists. Like her age has like nothing to do with it. Like, okay, there we go. Ren is trying too hard. Wait, who's Ren? Wait, hang on. TikTok clock. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna finish it today. We're probably gonna hold it off until next weekend. But we're getting there for sure. Okay. Okay. $150 video games. Well, Nintendo's not raising their prices. Like, I think that's going to be a big reason why people like start going more towards the Nintendo consoles. People don't realize this. I keep meaning to talk about this in a video, but like I just haven't. Nintendo isn't doing microtransactions or DLC anymore. Like Nintendo's moved away from that stuff. Like I think the instant that like the general public like realizes that, like they're gonna come flocking to Nintendo. Once that becomes like common knowledge, like nobody's gonna go for $150 games. Like it's just not gonna happen. Sony can't like fix the budget problems they're having with Spider-Man 2 because then they're gonna get like destroyed even more badly by Mario or whatever. Like people don't realize this. Spider-Man 2 came out in the same day as Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and it got outsold. Like their $300 million game got outsold by like a 2D platformer. Like that is insane. People are not talking about how insane that is. Like they don't want to address it. Because like the reality of this like Sony budget situation is that like they're competing with Nintendo, who are doing the exact opposite, who do have their budgets under control, right? The difference between Nintendo selling like 5 million units and Sony selling 5 million units is like insane. Like people don't think about that, is that like if you spend more money on a game, you have to make more of that money back. So it's like the fact that Nintendo doesn't do that like says a lot about the company right now. Well, no. People aren't talking about Nintendo, right? Like people are like ignoring the elephant in the room, right? They're not acknowledging that Nintendo doesn't have these problems. If anything, they're doing the opposite and saying that like Nintendo isn't being competitive because they're not doing the same thing that everyone else is doing. And this has always been true. This isn't a recent thing. Like this is what I mean when I talk about like about PlayStation hardware being too powerful, is that like it's too expensive to make a profit on, and like nobody else sees it that way. Yes, true. Not sustainable. Yep. Well, hang on, I better. Ugh. And for some reason, I can't figure this out, but they make me turn on the monetization for my streams manually. Like I cannot figure out how to get like. For some reason. Let's see, is there a way to do it on phone, or do I have to see live? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it on the PC. Hang on. I don't understand why it's not like automatically turned on. Why did I say the Mario Wonder is the best Mario game ever made? Because it is. Ah. Oh, that is the wrong controller. I grabbed the wrong controller. Okay. Lower budget games are better. I agree. Fire Emblem is not that high budget, and it's doing like really well for itself. Like, I don't know. I think the high budget thing, it's nice to see people are starting to become more critical of it. Super Paper Mario? Yeah, I enjoyed it. I've never really replayed it though. Hmm. It's gonna be weird playing this game in the future, and like realizing that like, oh yeah, this is Charles Martinet's voice. I feel like most people barely even noticed that he wasn't in Wonder. Like, it's weird to think that like he just kind of got replaced that way. I haven't been invited to those podcasts, so I can't really say. I'm gonna go ahead and say no because I don't think I really have an interest in in other people's shows. I don't know. Locale Live? What is that? Up. Ah, shit. That's not the Locale podcast, is it? I don't know. I don't think Trump needs to get back in. I've kind of always said this since 2020. It feels more like, People are becoming aware of the actual problems. I don't know. Like, it really does feel like the establishment failed to do what they were trying to do, like control the population. Um, I don't know. Like, I think the more obvious they get about what they're trying to do, the more people will push back against it. Like, it's crazy to think that, like, I don't know. I've seen a lot of like public people talk about what the problem actually is, which is really weird to think about, but okay. Is this the red coin one? I think it is. Time jumps on moving part. Where the hell is this? Time jumps on moving part? Huh? Yeah, I'm curious what Kamiya's career is going to be like after Platinum. I don't. He might be done. It feels like he's kind of. I don't know. Nobody's going to let him do what he's supposed to, what he wants to do. I don't know. Losing Platinum is. It's probably going to be a big blow to him. I don't know why I thought this was going to be harder than it actually was. Muda? Are you talking about, like, Mudahar? Like, the completionist guy? I've heard he was a cow, but, like, I don't know, like, anything about him. Suda 51, Kamiya. I'm not sure I would agree with that, but... And I love Suda, right? Yeah, Yeah, we fucked up the clock. Da 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 da. Yeah, I did hear about that, yeah. I don't know. I would want them to, like, team up and, like, actually produce good games again, but... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how likely that is. Like, Mikami comes off like he legit wants to, like, retire. Yeah, after what happened with, like, Tango Softworks, yeah, I'd want to retire, too. Yeah, people still don't want to admit, like, what a disaster that company was. Like, The Evil Within was, like, pure shit. Worst Nintendo game on Switch? Probably 1-2 Switch. Like, I couldn't even play it when, like, when I tried to stream it the other day. Like, it really is unplayable. Okay. Beat 'em ups? Yeah, I'm not a fan of beat 'em ups. I mean, I don't like any gaming YouTuber, but yeah, beat 'em ups is a fraud. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and stop soon so we can come back next time and beat the game. Tears of the Kingdom is the worst game on Switch. That's a new one. 99% of good Nintendo YouTubers. Well, did they ever exist to begin with? Like, just look at, like, I don't know. I would have called, like, Mr. T and Active Gamer Life good at one point, but I don't know. Like, were they ever really good? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure I would call any gaming YouTuber good. Like, is anyone, like, shitting on the Game Awards right now? Other than, like, me. Like, is anybody, like, taking the time to, like, talk about how bullshit that was? Yeah. Uh. I mean, I feel like what usually happens is that, like, well-adjusted people just kind of stop caring about the company. Like, it's a, most people are, like, most people who care about Nintendo are, like, man-children, right? And I'm not being, like, harsh or anything, that's the reality. Is that, like, once you become well-adjusted, you're just gonna, like, be playing games less, you know? And that's happened to me to a certain extent, but it's, like, I feel like it's impossible for normal people to, like, keep up with the YouTube space, right? Just because of the nature of it. Yeah, the completionist. Yeah, he was based on No More. Was he really? Oh wow. I don't think I actually saw that. But yeah, that is pretty based. I know there were a handful of YouTubers who were, like, pretty positive towards No More Heroes 3. Like, I think the issue was that, like, 4chan, like, tried pretending the game was woke. So, like, a lot of, you know, woke content creators were comfortable, like, defending it for that reason. In reality, though, it's pretty anti-woke, so. I know Nitro Rad did the same thing. I mean, I did the same thing. It was like my favorite game of 2021. I don't know. Plenty of people came out and liked that game. It's weird how like the narrative has persisted that like the game was bad, which isn't true at all. Okay. Is that really all of them? Okay, yeah, we still gotta get the 100 coins. And then, like, wing more over the rainbow. Yeah. Yeah, what do you guys think? Should we call it quits for now and play something else? I could probably do Tall Tall Mountain. I don't know. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it quits now. Okay, switching to Star Fox. Yeah, hardcore gaming. None of them are gamers. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. They like pretending they have more credibility than they actually do. Like, how often do you see these guys stream? Like, what's their skill level? Right? You're seeing me play all the time, but for better or for worse, right? I'm not great at every game, but
Fourth planet.
Now this is like peak voice acting right here.
Evil Andross turned this once thriving system into a wasteland of near extinction. General Pepper of the Cornelian Army was
This is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
maniacal scientist of the barren, deserted planet Venom. 5 years later, General Pepper noticed strange activity coming from Venom. James McCloud, Pigma Dango, and Peppy Hare of the Star Fox team.
Why'd they send like mercenaries instead of the army?
On their arrival, Pigma betrayed the team, and James and Peppy were captured by Andross. Peppy barely escaped Venom and returned home to tell James' son, Fox, about his father's fate. A few years have passed. Andross has again invaded the Lilac system. General Pepper has turned to a new Star Fox team, headed by Fox McCloud, to save Cornelia and free the Lilac system once again.
I never understood why Fox's name is Fox. That's like... Okay, where the hell are we going? Okay, so this is expert mode. Yeah, so... I think we're gonna have to go to... Yeah, Solar and Bolse. Yeah, Venom is good. Yeah, it looks like we just have a handful of levels left. I did a bunch of them while I was sick, so yeah, I think we're gonna do Solar today.
It's about time you showed up, Fox.
Try to do Bolse.
I'll do my best. Andross won't have his way with me.
Yeah, it'll be nice being able to play this game for fun again, instead of like being stressed out about like meddling everything. Like it took me forever to meddle Katina. Like I straight up like gave up on it because it and Sector X were like kicking my ass. Okay. I don't think I'll ever play them, honestly. I'm not interested. Like, I would have had to, like, finish the earlier games first. Like, Baldur's Gate I already own. I already own Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, so I would want to finish both of those first. And Dark Souls, I would want to finish all of them. Like, I don't plan on buying another FromSoft game until I get through Dark Souls 2 and 3. Which isn't impossible. I don't know. I'm definitely not interested, but...
You've got an enemy on your tail.
Sin and Punishment 3? Oh, I hope it happens tomorrow. Like, I love those games.
Get the one behind me.
We need a new Star Fox, too.
Something's wrong with the G diffuser. I guess I should be thankful.
Yes, I should be thankful. How can you douchebag? Okay.
Do a barrel roll.
Yeah, we don't need a metal Corneria, so I'm not too concerned about my score.
Pretty smooth flying, Fox. Follow me, Fox.
F-Zero 99 is a huge success. Yeah, I'm seeing people, like, play it all the time. It's getting updated. I haven't spent a ton of time with it, but, like, it's mostly just because of my schedule, but I really liked what I played of it. I hope F-Zero comes back, for sure. I don't know, I'm satisfied with, like, 99 for now.
Fine stuff. Back off, Fox.
Yeah, I'm using the N64 controller.
Someone want to play.
That's why we're streaming N64 games tonight, because I actually got my hands on one. I've got a present for you. Why are they flying in front of me? Okay,
Aim for the open spot.
I shot Falco like that too.
Yeah, it's working.
I managed to like get him before he started firing a couple of days ago, and I haven't been able to replicate him. So it is possible. Like, I've been trying to do it for years, but I finally managed it the other day, and I don't know how I did it. Top 5 N64 games. Like, I would say it's probably the best, honestly.
Fast report.
Like, I can't think of any game I've played more than this.
You did it! I was worried for a moment.
You're becoming more like your father. I'm fine. You okay over there, Fox?
Yeah, it's still a phenomenal game. Still the best game in the series. Like, I think there's, like, an argument to be had with Zelda being topped with, like, older and newer entries, but with this one, it's like, nah. Like, only Zero ever really came close, in my mind, and, Zero really struggles because of the, like, the map layout.
We're under attack.
Like, they really needed, like, more levels in Zero.
I'm on my way.
And I think the levels are too long, too. Like, I feel like 64s are, like, the perfect length, and Zeros are just go on for too long. And you just get burned out on them. They're not as replayable. Despite being, like, objectively better in a lot of cases. It's weird. Zero is a weird game. Because, like, it's such an objective improvement in so many ways, and yet it's, like, still not better than 64.
Back up the squadron. Somebody's gonna pay for all this.
Bill Gates? Like, BlackRock? Here we go.
Don't let any of them through.
Something's wrong. I don't see anything.
Good luck, Fox. Surprise attack coming from above. Hold them, they're trying to get through.
Yeah, I hope we get a sequel to Zero at some point, but, like,
Good job. Keep
considering how like notorious that game is, I think some people would spurg out about it. I don't know. There's like a dedicated group of people who like really, really hate Zero. I don't know like how mainstream that like consensus is though. Like every YouTuber I see like talking about Zero just hates it like obsessively, but you know, I like the game. Harrison likes the game. It's like people with real credibility. Like actual Star Fox fans seem to like it. Like the issue seems more to do with the fact that like a lot of people who love like 64 don't really like this kind of game in general.
Escaping? I don't think so.
Because like they always talk about how Zero doesn't have like a story. And it's like, what are you talking about? Like, they talk about like superfluous things that don't matter, like Crystal not being in the game and stuff like that. It's like, okay. Yeah, every time I play Zero, I'm like really impressed with how good it is. It's especially since like I tend to play it after playing this a lot. Like you really appreciate just how much like technology has improved since this came out. But no, that doesn't matter because like, oh, bad controls. It's always hilarious seeing people try to spurg out about the controls because they're perfectly fine.
Something's up ahead. Looks different.
Harrison was extremely based. I know, right? Like, he's still around. I still see him sometimes when I talk about Star Fox.
Enemy shield analyzed.
Quit moving around.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, oof. You might see him more if, like, Nintendo puts out more Star Fox content and we start talking about Star Fox stuff again. Like, here we go.
Quit moving around.
On the channel. I don't know. Like, I think, like, when Nintendo announces a new Star Fox game, we might actually see a bit of, like, a pushback against, like, the narrative that Zero was a bad game. And that, like, the idea that, like, Assault was a good one, because, like, Assault was bullshit. Like, I'm really tired of people saying that, like, Assault was good. Like, Assault is just, like, it's just pure crap. Did I play Assault, like, on stream a while back? I think I did. Like, every time I play Assault, I get, like, 3 missions in, and then I just stop, because it's just, like, it's just not fun. Like, I'll never get over how, like, the game looks worse than, like, Adventures. Like, that never made sense to me. Like, I was shocked when, like, I realized that. Like, wait a minute, why does this not look as good as Adventures? The Kid Icarus hate on steroids. Yeah, it was exactly the same. Like, exactly the same. I think the Kid Icarus hate still exists. Like, I've seen Jim Sterling complaining about it, but I think Kid Icarus is popular enough where people who like the game, like, outweigh the people who, like, religiously hate it. Like, with Zero, like, I think not enough people have played it. Which is why, like, the meme about the bad controls has persisted the way it has. It's not because it's real, it's because, like, not enough people are, like, speaking up about, like, the reality of the situation. Is that, like, the vast majority of gaming YouTubers don't know how to play video games. And I'll say that about everyone. You know, Arlo, Scott the Waz, like, video games awesome. Like, all those people can go fuck themselves. Like, Zero is awesome. I barely ever see Dreamcast guy talk about Sega. I know, right? I feel like the Dreamcast, liking the Dreamcast is just a status symbol for, like, millennials.
Hang on, guys. Help is on the way.
We're actually gonna have to. I'm actually gonna be able to take out the ship this time. Yeah, when I meddled this planet, I had to
We can catch up later, Fox.
I had to like meddle it, and like what ended up happening is I just had to stay out here shooting down bad guys until like the very end. I couldn't shoot down the mothership.
Fox, that's one of ours.
How was he paying so close attention to what I'm doing? Like,
You're not getting away that easy.
Hey, see if I help you again. Man, there's just no end to these guys.
yeah, try to play SNES. Yeah, for sure. Like, you really wonder how they like fall into like gaming reviewing if like they're not actually good gamers. And like, it's weird how so many people, like Gerard the Completionist, like he has 20 people on staff. Like the implication, like when you look at what these people actually do, is that they're actually playing the games for him, which is how he like completes so many games.
Husky unit, cover the base. Scratch one foot. Husky unit, cover the base.
Yeah, I'm curious if like how well the Dreamcast remakes are gonna do. They're putting out like it feels like we're at the point now where like Sega has moved on from like Genesis nostalgia to like Dreamcast nostalgia. And I feel like it's not gonna work as well. I don't think people were ever like as fond of the Dreamcast as they were the Genesis. Like people are talking about like, oh, open world Jet Set Radio. Like that's not gonna have an appeal in 2020 whatever. Like I don't see Jet Set Radio doing well at all. It's not like they're bringing Shenmue back. Like I don't know. It's like who the fuck cares about the Dreamcast in 2023? It's like I was supporting Sega when they were like putting out like the Sega Ages stuff. Because those were like really good ports of like these games I'd never heard of, like Thunder Force 4 and stuff like that. Yeah, but like out of nowhere they just stopped. Like they had like so many other games that could have ported and they just didn't do it. Like I don't think enough people got like angry about that because like Sega Ages was like just starting to get popular and they just canceled it. Because, like, it was a Switch thing. And, like, they can't have, like, a Switch success story. Like, they did not want their, like, classic retro games, like, finding an audience on Switch. So they're just going to do the same thing, but just make it multi-plat this time. With, like, these major re-releases.
The hatches are open. Bulldog unit, don't. There's some sort of energy reaction.
Some sort of energy reaction.
Core has appeared. Stand by to attack.
You're not getting away that easy.
Time for a little payback. I won't let you get away from me.
Got him. You did it. Splatoon 2 having motion controls. Yeah, I remember people like making a big deal about that. I don't know. People are still religiously trying to downplay Splatoon in general, but like, yeah,
Take care, Fox. You too, Bill.
Da, 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 da. Sessler never was. Yeah. Sessler was like shit. Like I don't know. Like I'm definitely Sessler might be my favorite gaming journalist of all time, just because he's actually like fun to watch. Like he's objectively fun to watch, and like here talk about games, right? But like, there's no denying he's also a poser. Like the biggest poser I've ever seen in my life. It's so weird in hindsight how like Morgan Webb has like more credibility than he does.
Be careful.
At the very least, she doesn't like disrespect the audience, right? She doesn't like shit all over them. I remember back in the day, people felt like Adam was more legit, and Morgan got like hate mail all the time. It's like I don't know. I feel bad, kind of bad for her. I feel bad for girls who like games in general because of like the shit they put up with.
Keep an eye on your heel game.
Like I've never known like someone I would call like a fake gamer girl in my life. If anything, like the people I would call fake are like the kind of people who like religiously hate like Nintendo stuff. And that's a mostly male demographic. Like I have more issues with those guys than I do with like gamer girls or whatever.
You can take temperatures up to 9,000 degrees.
Like if you only play Pokemon, I have more respect for you than someone who like plays Halo or whatever, who plays Xbox. It's like I don't know.
Keep the rock. Looks like you could use some help, Fox.
Oh fuck!
Bill,
I forgot Bill is on this map. Okay.
get too excited. Here we go.
Yeah, I forgot Bill shows up here.
Watch yourself, Fox.
I haven't seen Bill here in forever. All right.
They're attacking. Location confirmed. Sending supply.
Yeah, there was an OG girl. Yeah. Weird that like nobody remembers her. Everybody remembers Morgan.
Good riddance. Now we got burned.
And that was like fairly early on though, and then like Morgan replaced her.
Too hot. I can't take it anymore.
I don't. Adam and Morgan were like the standard for a long time though. And they're like they legit have like a good like rapport and like stage presence. Like they're fun to watch together. Here we go. I mean, it's what I can say for like any other like game journalist. Like X-Play was actually fun to watch, you know, like. Really?
This is the enemy bioweapon?
Yeah, I didn't even get close. Yeah, maybe. Oh shit! I got.
Complete. Here it comes.
Maybe it's an arm. Aim for the arm.
I don't understand how the R-Wing is so hardcore I can take, like, being on the surface of the sun. For some reason, like, Command acts like Solar is like another planet, but it's like the fucking sun. Command is like fucking stupid. Command has so many weird retcons to this game. Like the whole like Andros did nothing wrong and like the crystal shit. It's weird to think that like Command technically closed out this continuity. Because it's supposed to be like a direct sequel to like everything that happened after that, like in the 64 series.
You did it!
Falsely flagged? When was I false flagged? I don't really care. I didn't see any false flag. I don't pay attention to that stuff. I don't want to be like, I don't know.
I'm having some trouble here.
You know, the anti-Nintendo crowd is having to get more and more detached from reality when they have to downplay 2D Mario, some of the biggest games in gaming ever. Now they've been reduced to use Wonder as a weapon against other Mario games, but in the end, that's still praising a Mario game. Are they doing that? Like, speaking out against Mario? I mean, other Mario games? Okay. Yeah, we didn't medal it. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it with Beth.
So you're going to attack the enemy base?
Great idea, Fox!
It'll be a piece of cake, General.
I'm just like, really? Yeah, we got Macbeth, so we're good. Like, I think we're gonna go for Bullseye. Get that out of the way, and then, like, start going for, like, the right side, the hard mode.
I'm taking it out.
Because I think Bullseye is the last one we need.
Here come the little hyenas now.
Oh, man, he's a fan of Creative Assembly's Hyenas, the $100 million game from the Total Warhammer creators. Yeah, isn't it crazy how that game was just memory hold? That, like, everybody just kind of forgets that, like, pretends that game doesn't exist. It's, like, one of the biggest bombs of the year. I didn't even, like, put it on my, Luigi's list, because, like, well, I never really saw an official release, but, like, it's crazy how, like, everyone has just memory hold, like, the Creative Assembly thing. And that was, like, that was one of those games that, like, Angry Joe was hyping up last year. Like, I remember him specifically saying that, like, oh, they fixed all the glitches. The game is good now, but it's not. Like, and considering he was, like, spurging out about the Mario Rabbids thing, it's interesting. There it goes. Exo Primal will save us. Yeah, it's hilarious. Warhammer? It's like the Edgelord's replacement for Star Wars. So it's like some dark science fiction thing. Basically when like I don't know, it's like the Berserk of tabletop RPGs where people pretend that like liking it makes you like a badass. It's super cringy if you like know anything about it. Like Nick Rekieta is a fan. That's how cringy it is. But yeah, it's like one of those IPs that's been propped up in recent years because it was kind of seen as like the IP that was like most impenetrable to like woke shit. So a lot of people like clung on to it. Like once Star Wars started getting worse. So this doesn't make the IP good or anything, but it's like, it's why it's been like talked about so much is because like, people desperately need something to like talk about. I love how I never ever actually fight the boss. Like every time I do this stage, I just do the 8 switches. Like it was so hard to wrap your head around as a kid, but now that I know how to do it, it's like it's so much fun.
Enemy shield analyzed.
I'm here to rescue you. Okay, now shoot the switch. Step on the gas. Step. Good going, Buck.
Have I finally seen American No, I haven't. Like, I'm not gonna watch that shit. Like, okay, fine. I'll put it on my watch list. Okay, I'll try to do it this week. People have been giving me so much shit about that, and I just I've never gotten around to it. And I don't feel like I need to like talk about why Ricada is like a piece of shit, but.
All aircraft report.
I can see the look on their stupid faces.
I'm sure we heard him this time. Now it's our turn to kick some tail.
Microsoft bought all these IPs and they still haven't released any new games. Yeah, that's becoming a bit of a problem for them. Like people like to spurg about Metroid Prime 4 about how long that's taking, but nobody wants to talk about Perfect Dark. You know, nobody wants to talk about like everything else they've been doing. How they've bungled everything they own. Right? It's crazy. People spent years complaining about like Other M. But like somehow like Microsoft can put out like Other M after Other M tier like franchises doing shit and like never recover from it, and everybody just acts like that's fine.
All barriers.
Okay, yeah, we're going for Bullseye. For some reason, I'm really terrible at Bullseye. I don't know what it is,
Aim for the 6 energy.
but like I've been really struggling meddling this for the past while.
I'll cover you, Fox.
From what? There's nothing.
Get away from me.
Your carcass is mine.
Hey,
The force field is disappearing.
like we've got company.
Fox, get this guy off me.
Oh, here they come.
Playtime.
Time is over, Star Fox.
I think I'll talk to you for a while.
Wolverine plays like a cross between God of War and Spider-Man. I mean, so it plays like every other PlayStation IP ever. Like, I'm so frustrated with people just getting excited at like Marvel characters they recognize. Like, oh man, it's Wolverine. Who cares? Like, who the fuck cares?
You're not as tough as I thought. Bow before the great
Antras.
Fox, get this guy off me.
Holy crap.
Shoot, he's right behind you. What's the big idea, Fox? What the heck? I am the great
Okay.
Gee, I've been saved by Fox. How swell. I won't let you get away from me.
Did I get one?
Fox, get this guy off me.
There's one down. Time for a little payback. I won't let you get away. It can't be happening. Go find your own target, Fox.
Fox, get this guy off me.
I think it's like 150 or something ridiculous like that.
Whew, that was too close.
Uncle Leandron!
It's a lot easier than it was last time. I think because like I did the Venom one already.
Time for a little payback. Destroy the satellite. My beautiful big boy. Scratch one boat.
Yeah, we got them all. Okay. I feel like I didn't get them all. Hmm.
Oh no!
So there's like 5 guys. How are you? Every single one of them is chasing Slippy. That's how worthless he is.
This is really starting to tick me off.
Time for a little payback.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Ah! I'm hit!
Destroy the satellite core. Time for a little payback. Go find your own target, Fox. Location confirmed. Sending supplies.
Yeah, I should be good. Unless it's something ridiculous like 200. Hang on, let's
Oh no!
Oh no. Yeah, let's Slippy get shot down. That's always possible. Wait, didn't I already save him? Wait.
Fox, get this guy off me.
Knock it off, Fox.
Yeah, we got it. Okay, hang on.
Destroy the satellite core.
Fuck.
Fox, get this guy off me. Whew, that was too close.
Okay.
Fox, get this guy off me.
What the fuck? Wait, hang on.
You're in phase.
Fox, get this guy off me. Fox, get this guy off me.
Are you serious? Ridiculous. I had it.
Like we've got company.
Slippy couldn't like go 5 seconds without like
Playtime is over, Starhawk. I think I'll torture you for a while. That screams real good before he... You'll be sorry you crossed us. Just what I need to see. Star Wars. Good, I see the enemy core. You're not as tough as I thought. What the heck? That reward is what is mine. Get to the pond, Froggy.
Fox, get this guy off me! Fox, get this guy off me!
Shut the fuck up, Slippy.
Uncle Leandro!
Okay.
You'll be seeing your dad soon, Fox. Destroy the satellite core! I'll do you fast, Peppy, old pal. Take care of the guy behind me, Fox. You're not as tough as I thought. Sorry, guys, I gotta
Wait,
sit this
what?
out
How did he get taken out?
for a little payback.
I don't think there's any point. Okay. Ocarina?
That's so frustrating. I had it, but I had to like, I screwed it up. Whatever.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, first time playing the game with an N64 controller? Okay. Yeah, we could probably beat the game tonight. Ganon's Tower is pretty lame, as I remember, but
Watch out!
Oh. Oh, oops. That was too early. Oh. 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 It's a key? Yep, thought so. Where's the gold Skulltula? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh. Okay. Oh. 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 I don't know why I'm so tired. I got a full night's sleep. Ugh. On a small key, okay. Oh. Ooh. Got him. All right. Oh. Oh. I don't know what it is, but like everyone tends to forget that like this room exists and that there's like there's actually other uses for the for the iron boots than just sinking to the bottom of the water. What's the difference between Redads and Gibdos in this game? Like, Gibdos just look like a reskinned Redad. Yeah, I think I should probably do that myself. I don't know. I feel like I've been having personal problems because of my schedule. I think I'm ready to like just go to day shift. Oh. Yeah, it's weird how both the Spirit Temple and the Shadow Temple have shortcuts. I actually don't even remember where the Spirit Temple one is. Like, because, like, I never tend to use it. I used it as a kid just fine, but... I don't know. Now that I know what I'm doing, it's like... Oh, the game's not that hard. Oh. I love this game. It's one of the... Okay. Really? Oh, wait, hang on. New book, American Evil. Yeah, it's coming along very well. I worked on it a little bit before I went live. So we're like 90,000 words in now, almost like 91,000. So I'm hoping over the break that I'll be able to crack 100,000. We'll see, but oh come on, really? I wonder if I could have figured this out without a guide, because I explicitly remember, like, knowing to do this because of the guide. Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, if you like this stuff. Dog. Oops. Okay. Here we go. Bongo Bongo. Yeah, I feel like the Shadow Temple isn't one of the better dungeons. Like, it has really cool, like, 10 out of 10 atmosphere, especially early on, but, like, I don't know. Maybe its gimmicks just don't work when you know what you're doing. Like, the whole, like, wind thing, I just kind of, like, glazed through, but, like, I remember the first time I did it, I really struggled. Because, like, it kind of misleads you as to where you're supposed to go. That's right. You have to... Yeah, you can't have the hover boots on. Yeah, I think this might actually be one of the better bosses. Do we really need an Ocarina of Time remake? I would say no. I feel like I would much rather have like a remake of the Oracle games. I mean, we already got a remake of the Ocarina, so on the 3DS. I think that had everything I wanted from a remake, so I think I'm good. I would prefer having like a remake of the Oracle games, I would say. I'd say those are next in line to be remade. I think Wind Waker might actually benefit more from a remake than Ocarina does. Would. But we'll see. A Link to the Past remake. Yeah, I guess, yeah, we've never gotten one. We gotten a sequel, but we don't actually have, like, a real A Link to the Past remake. Unless you're one of those people who will try to convince unless you're one of those people that believe that Ocarina of Time is A Link to the Past remake. Which is, like, stupid, but... I have legit seen people, like, argue that point. That's right, I had cookies. I forgot. What do you think, bro? Should we go ahead and, like, gun through it? Yeah, I wanted to have the Link's Awakening engine. Like, it doesn't make sense for me to me not to do that. Like, the Oracle games are like Link's Awakening in that they have a lot of weird aspects to them that need to be like QOL improved. Like, I don't really feel that way about any other Zelda games. So. All right. I always like walking back. I don't know what it is, but it feels like more impactful somehow. Instead of just playing the Prelude to Light and just going back. And... I don't know. I'm definitely interested in seeing what the next Zelda game's going to be. Like, it might be a spin-off. It might be a remake. Now would be a really good time for a remake. I agree. But, like, The issue is that everyone thinks it's gonna be Ocarina, and I don't necessarily think that. I think people are only saying it's Ocarina because it's the 25th anniversary, but yeah, 25 years of this masterpiece never gets old. Yeah, that's something like a remake could really do, is like just completely change the way the game's played. Like actually add in like more difficulty, like I don't know. Like do things that simply weren't possible back then. I don't know. I'm certainly not against the idea, but Sheik's about to reveal her true form. How exactly is Ganondorf going to use the Triforce if, like, every single time he tries to touch it, it breaks apart? Like, he technically won in this game, and it didn't. I miss the whole power, wisdom, and courage thing. They really need to bring that back. You get the impression that, like, Fujibayoshi doesn't care about that aspect of the lore. It was such an essential part of it back in the day, but now. Yeah, we haven't seen like the Triforce on the back of the hand thing in a while either. Like Breath of the Wild didn't have it. I think we haven't seen it since Link Between Worlds. Yep. Oh no. Sheik was Zelda the entire time? Yeah. Yeah, Link Between Worlds. Yeah, I would love that. Yeah, Zelda hasn't done that in forever either. That used to be her thing, but after Wind Waker, Zelda just kind of uses the arrow light herself. That's basically what happens to Twilight Princess. Gee, all Ganondorf would have had to do to win is just kidnap Zelda before she gives you the light arrow. Oh no, it's the rumbling. It's Eren Yeager. We have worse things to worry about than Ganondorf. I missed the whole crystal thing. Ha 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 ha. Zelda being a playable character. Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, I'm not against the idea. I'm kind of glad the whole like Zelda should be the main character thing, or like the female Link should be a thing, and like kind of fell off. It does kind of feel like the woke shit has ended, hasn't it? Like all that weird woke shit that was like surrounding the company like 10 years ago feels like it's fallen by the wayside. Like remember when Toad was like non-binary and like shit like that? Adventure of Zelda? Don't you? Isn't that the one of the CDI games? I don't know. I'm definitely like Zelda should never ever be the main character in the Legend of Zelda. That's always been like my take on it. Like I think it's like an important part of the franchise's identity. And I know Nintendo agrees with me, so. Okay. Yeah, I think we're. Are we gonna beat it tonight? Link, he come to town. He come to save The Princess Zelda. I thought you were about to wait. Alright, here we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of fuck was that? The fuck was that? Okay. I love the hover boots. A kingdom builder. Yeah, I would not mind more like spin-off material. It's been forever since we got anything like that. Like Hyrule Warrior, like I want a real Hyrule Warriors too. Okay, like none of this like Age of Calamity crap. Like I want like a real Hyrule Warriors too. I don't know. Like it's been a while since we gotten any spin-off stuff, so I definitely would like more of that. Yeah. Honestly, that would probably be better than like an actual remake. It's just like make a really good like spin-off game based on Ocarina of Time. Like I would love that. Okay, that's one barrier down. What the fuck is this crazy sci-fi bullshit? Like, what exactly am I looking at here? Oh, this always confused me, how it feels more like the... Yeah, check this out. How it feels more like the Ice Cavern than it does the Water Temple. I don't... I would like to, like, the thing about the gym thing, like, I would like to go, but, like, I really have no time at all. Like, it's entirely because of my work schedule. It's entirely because of, like, everything that's going on right now. Like, my priority is, like, growing the channel and, like, selling more books right now. Like, I think I'm going to have to, straight up get out of the workforce if I'm ever going to get into shape. Because I just don't have time. I mean, even like the way things are now, I get like exhausted. Like I woke up today, like after not really doing anything yesterday, just completely just out of it. Oops. Oops. Hang on. Maybe I need to push like the other block in the hole. Okay. I don't think I've ever done that before. It's weird to me that they tried timing you on this. Like, really? What happens? Like, do you freeze? I don't think I've ever like failed this. It's not a hard area. How was that rusted? Right now, I would say Unicorn Overlord from Vanillaware. Yeah, everything else just doesn't look as good. And it's 2 out of 6. Maybe now Zora's Domain will melt. Yeah, I'm like thrilled about Unicorn Overlord. That looks like phenomenal. Hopefully it'll be like a nice breath of fresh air. Like lately, all my favorite strategy RPGs have been Fire Emblem games, so it'll be nice playing something a little bit different. Luigi's Mansion 2. Yeah, I probably should make a video about that because I think that's going to be a lot more popular than people give it credit for. Because people don't realize this, but like Luigi's Mansion 2 was a big deal. Dark Moon was a big deal when it first came out, but there was this like really weird narrative put forward by like gaming YouTubers at the time that the game was bad because of like the mission structure. Like they've maintained that over the years, but I think a re-release is gonna like completely fuck over like all of that. Like that narrative is not gonna survive like a re-release. So it's gonna be interesting seeing that happen. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to Dark Moon. But I don't know like how much I personally am gonna play it. I feel like I played through it again relatively recently. Like I did it when 3 came out. But that was like years ago. So yeah, maybe I'll enjoy it more than I'm expecting to. At the very least, I'll get to stream it, which is going to be a nice, refreshing change. I expect that's going to be one of the big things that happens this year is me going up against people who really, really, really hate Dark Moon. And they exist. But, like... Yeah, we need more arrows. Oh, is this the Shadow Temple? Yeah, hang on. What's with all these rusted things? The tower can't be that old. Oh, fuck. Why do I always have to start from the start? Okay. Can I get it from here? Seems kind of far. That's crazy. Where the hell did it go? Wait, is it up there? Hang on. Ga-da-da-da! The gauntlets that don't make you any stronger whatsoever. Okay. Oh, fuck, no! Oh, get this. I don't have any... Yeah, we're gonna have to come back with some arrows. Now, I believe... Can you buy stuff here, or... Is it just limited to... I think there are some, like, Deku scrubs back here. Let's see. Yeah, okay, let's see what they... A red potion? No, fuck you. Like, why would you ever get a red potion over a fairy? That doesn't make any sense to me. It never has. Like, I hardly ever use potions in this game for that reason. It's like fairies are just objectively better. Okay. Do I need anything else? Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't upgrade my arrow count. Okay. Mario Wonder DLC? Yeah, people forget how good New Super Mario Bros. DLC was. By the way, I actually did go ahead and buy New Super Mario Bros. On Switch, so we could probably stream that tonight. I still haven't played it yet. I think we're gonna stream it. I want to emphasize how good those games actually are, for sure. Yeah, next year is not looking amazing. I don't disagree with that. I mean, that's gonna change the instant they have a Nintendo Direct, but I don't know. I could see 2024 being like a slower year. I mean, 2021 and 2022 and 2023 have been insane, so I would not be surprised by that. But I think I'll enjoy it for what it is. I'm only concerned about like the first half of the year now, like the first quarter. Like there's nothing coming out like in January and February that I'm really looking forward to. I mean, I guess I don't know. Like, maybe I'll be surprised by some of the stuff coming out, but right now, I just don't feel it. Yeah, Xbox and PS are... Yeah, for sure. There's nothing coming out in PlayStation or Xbox in the foreseeable future. Like, Starfield was supposed to be the big game of this year, and yet it just didn't resonate with anyone. Like, that was supposed to be the next Skyrim, and it just completely fell flat on its face. And there's nothing, like, coming out next year that's going to replace it. Like, that's the worst part, is that there's just nothing there. Yeah, I remember seeing the screen back in the day and just getting scared of it. Like, ugh. Okay. This always confused me. Like, why? Why you can like use this fairy twice? Like you get green dense fire from here, and you get this, which is like weird to think about. Your defensive power is enhanced. This is so confusing. You get this at the end of the game where there's not really a whole lot left. I feel like most people would just walk past this. And it's kind of cool that it's there, but it's like, I mean, what are you going to use this against? Like, the final boss? The final boss isn't that... I don't know, I feel like the final boss is way harder than I give it credit for. Because I think I, like, did a run where I didn't get this, and I ended up, like... I think you take, like, 4 hearts of damage against it if you don't. Or something crazy like that. So we did Forest, Water, and Shadow. So we still have Fire after this, Spirit, and Light. Okay, Fire's next. I think Fire's the hardest, isn't it? Because of that big open space. You also need the Red Tunic, which is interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely ready for some new games. I feel like I haven't played anything new in forever. Like Mario Wonder, I think, is the last game I really loved. Everything that's come out after that has just been kind of meh. Like Mario RPG, like I liked it a lot, but to say it's like something special, I don't know. I don't think I agree with that. Yeah, this and Zelda. Well, I mean, I wasn't crazy about SCR-99. Like, I like it for what it is, but I'm not, like, over the moon about it or anything. Oh, interesting. It's just that one room. Okay. I guess, like, the big, long rooms only have, like, a single challenge to get through, huh? Alright, 2 more to go. Yeah, I think we can expect a new Nintendo Direct by February. Like, it just feels like they're gonna have to talk about, like, Princess Peach and everything else that's coming out. Like, I don't think we know anything that's coming out after, like, April or whatever. So, yeah, definitely anxious to see what Nintendo Switch is gonna look like in 2024. I mean, I'm gonna be happy with just like some NSO expansions, but that's all I've been caring about lately is just. Metroid Prime 4? Like, Prime 4, we don't know anything about it. Like, I'm legit expecting Prime 2 remastered before we get Prime 4. So what I think is going to happen, we're going to get, like, Prime 2 remastered, we're going to get Prime 3 remastered, and then we'll get, like... Oops, that was unnecessary. That was overkill. Wait, what is that ruby? Is that a purple ruby? How the fuck did I get that? You get more rubies if you use light arrows? Wind Waker on Switch? Yeah, that would be, that'd be interesting. Yeah, I would not mind that. Wind Waker on Switch. I don't know, I could see them like... Yeah, GameCube NSO or like a re-release of HD. What is the purpose of that room? Like, all that happened was... Okay, whatever. Yeah, this is not the most complex room in the world. Oh, wait, hang on. What's the purpose of the timer? That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know, like, I think this final area isn't great. I don't know, in general, I don't know, has Zelda ever had, like, really good final areas? Like, Majora's Mask, you can just skip straight to the boss. Yeah, Twilight Princess is a disappointing final area. A final 2 areas, actually, a lot of people would argue. Skyward Sword might have the best one. With, like, the rotating dungeon. Breath of the Wild, yeah, Breath of the Wild has Hyrule Castle, which is peak. Yeah. The Windfish Egg. The Windfish Egg is good because of the gimmick. But I think objectively, like, once you figure out the gimmick, it's not great. I don't know, I'm having fun for sure. Like, maybe I'm being too harsh. I mean, when you compare it to Dark Souls' final area, where you just run through the ash and then like fight Gwyn, it's like, okay, whatever. It's like unbelievably lame. I think it's my favorite room in the dungeon. Just because you get to think outside the box. Yeah, what's this? Yeah, it's this Bombchu. Danganronpa V3. Who the fuck is playing Danganronpa V3? Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, I get upset whenever I see people playing Danganronpa. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I want to play. Hmm. Gotta love it. Oh, you can just use the fire arrow. Why is the spirit one so long? Oh shit, there was more than one? Okay, that was embarrassing. Wait, where are we? Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, it wasn't much of a punishment. I guess at this point, like, they know you can get through anything the game has to throw at. Hurry up, kid! I got the force field. Okay. And should I beat the game now or should I hold off until next week? I feel like I probably should. Oh yeah, the organ blade. Yes. Are these the only Dynafos in the game? I don't remember seeing more of them. They're a lot more common in Majora's Mask. Are they? Do they have more, like, a more unique character model in Majora's Mask? I think they do. Yeah. Easy peasy. Okay. Yeah, what are we playing after this? Yeah, Stalfos. Is this the... Yep, boss key. Yeah, they just give you the big key. Iron Knuckles. Bastard. All right. Let's see. Do I have any food? Should I order something? I can't believe we're about to beat the game. Holy crap, he knows how to play the organ. I never understood that. Yes. It resonates, it takes them all. I missed. I missed? Oh, wow. What an epic fail on my part. God damn it. I wish I had the bigger on sword just to make this go faster, but... Yes, I know, right? It's still epic. Yeah, I don't play this over and over again like I used to, but I used to do it all the time. It used to be like the coolest thing to me. And I suppose it still is, but... He's gonna do the shadow button. No? Yeah, there it is. I thought it was black energy. Did they change it? Got him. If I go down, I'm taking you with me. Alright. Oh, no, this is the green blood version. Aw. I hate that. I hate the green blood shit so much. You know, that's what we need out of a remake. Like, restored Fire Emblem music, like, uncensored blood. Like, you know, you don't see, like, censor shitters talk about that. About, like, Ocarina of Time censorship. That it got within the same generation. I will always be an advocate for the original Fire Temple theme. It's like the Super Metroid escape sequence. Still better than Dark Souls. Wait, was there... Where's the other one? Wait. That's right, if you take too long, they respawn, don't they? Okay, yeah, Turi. I swear I used to be a lot faster with this. Yeah, this Stalfo was that was pretty slow. Zelda's not bothered by the redead, apparently. Yeah, it was like a full 20 seconds slower than what I used to get. Way to ruin the moment, Navi. Okay. That is like the antithesis to like what happens in Spider-Man, or like Mary Jane tries protecting him. Here you go. Like that doesn't fucking happen. Like get ready for peak. Get ready for Kino. I gotta love the use of shadows in this fight. It's so good. You can't make out like his entire facial features, and I just love that. It's so cool. Okay, I think it's a bit more clear in this version than it is the original. Like I'll say this now. I think the N64 version is better than this, just because of like the removed censorship and like just the fact it was designed for it. Yeah, there's something about like this playing this on a CRT that's just different. Oops. Oops. I know film buffs say the same thing about the original Evil Dead. It's like that. Here we go. Oh no, I hate her screaming. Ah, she sounds so concerned. I love this game. All right. Now we got it. Ding. Okay, time for round 3. He gets up to his feet in a hurry. Ah, shit. God damn it. I was hoping not to have to use it, but whatever. Got him. Yep. Ding. Ding. Kino. Kino. Curse you, sages! Curse you, Link! That's the implication. The owl. Yeah, it's weird that they brought Raru back in Tears of the Kingdom. Like, you really wonder what how like all of this fits together. Yep, you can't. She makes it sound like I can't just go back whenever. Like, do. I mean, does she not know that I can't just go back to the forest, though? It seems like kind of a big issue there with her plan. Like, I feel like you would have been better off just staying in the adult timeline. Oh well. Da, da, da. Yeah, it's 25 years old and it still holds up remarkably well. Like, I think there are N64 games that have aged better than this, like Star Fox 64, F-Zero X, Mario 64. I think all those have aged better because in a lot of ways they've never really been topped the way this has. It's still a great game, but like I don't know. There's definitely some discussion to be had about how well this one holds up. Well, I think discussing timeline stuff is they just made this shit up as they went along. There's no real timeline, but the hero of time. All right, what are we playing after this? Ooh. There weren't that many carpenters before. Like, why are there so many? Where'd they all come from? You know what I never understood? Like how the Happy Mask salesman, why the world hasn't ended because of what happened to Majora's Mask. Did like Ganondorf put a stop to it? Like the mask got stolen and he just destroyed the moon or whatever, like a Dragon Ball character. Jet Force Gemini. Yeah, that sounds good. I really need to play more Jet Force Gemini. I've been putting it off. I don't know what it is, but I just cannot commit myself to finishing it. So yeah, you don't marry Malin in this timeline. That's weird to think about. Everybody just kind of unilaterally agrees that like Link marries Malin, but like not in the adult timeline. That 100% does not happen because he's not in the adult timeline. What a massive L on like Link's part. Like what the fuck? And like adult Malin's the one he has like a real relationship with too. So Navi doesn't just... She doesn't even say goodbye. She just, like, fucks off. See you in Twilight Princess, Navi. Like, I'll never get over that. That, like, you go through that window in Twilight Princess. That doesn't make any sense to me. It's just... Really? Is Navi back there? It's just... And then Majora's Mask just kind of, like, does this thing where, like, Link is looking for Navi. Why? Like, she left. That drives me nuts, how it just ends. This always drives me nuts, every single time. I love this ending, but, like, holy fucking shit. Like, why did he go see her? What are they gonna talk about? Like, it's like, come the fuck on. Okay. Yeah, absolute Kino. I remember, like, staying on this screen, hoping something would happen. Like, the game doesn't even reset, which, like, also pisses me off. Like, I hated that shit. That was, like, my favorite innovation with GameCube games. When, like, you actually beat them, they actually reset. Like, you don't have to, like, press the reset button. How long have we played this? 27 hours, really. Yeah, I put a lot of time into this version of the game. Like, it never feels like I put as much time into this game as I do. But, like, yeah, I've put quite a bit of time into it. That's, quite shocking. Okay, Yep, we're gonna play Paper Mario. Yeah, we gotta play. We gotta finish Paper Mario before the Thousand Year Door comes out again. Okay. Storming Koopa Bros Fortress. We're not even that far into the game yet. I don't know how long we're gonna play it tonight. I think we are gonna switch to Jet Force Gemini or whatever. Yeah, this has been out on NSL for a while. I've beaten it already, but like, I feel like it was a while ago. Do, 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 do. I have Hammer Throw equipped for some reason. Probably because I had like no other badges. I can't wait till I have enough to get zapped at. Is he attack? They get more and more. They get more and more elaborate in the Thousand Year Door. The papercraft shit and like the Thousand Year Door is like insane. Okay. Oh no, what an absolute unit. Did you get this asshole? Okay. Okay, one more. Oh no. Donk. Yeah, it's interesting playing this game right after Mario RPG because you really get this sense of like how they evolve the formula from that game. It feels a lot more like we're gonna get an organic adventure as opposed to just like a bunch of things that just kind of happen. Ooh. Oh. Oh. It hasn't been that long since I last played this, but I don't know. It's really, I don't know. Like playing it again, it really makes me realize how good the game actually is. Okay. Yeah, Mario Golf, Wave Race, 1080. Yeah, I wanted to do Jet Force Gemini. Ugh. Yeah, I played this. I played a little bit of this with my N64 controller. It's so good. I'm getting wrecked. Was this popular back in the day? It's so weird how like nobody talks about this game. I don't play GoldenEye. I'm a god hand. God damn, he got me. Okay, shit. He doesn't think anything of. I think that's where I came from. It's Shingen capacity increased. Why do they sound like pigs? I don't. Eh. Based. Okay. Okay. Cluster bombs. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I've never been able to play like Jet Force Gemini for any long period of time. It like wears me out for some reason.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here soon. I'm kind of hungry.
Rob Haywood versus Akari Hayame. Ready? Go!
Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream soon. I might come back on tomorrow night. It's not like I'm doing much this weekend, so. Um. Yeah, maybe I should just end the stream. Yep, I think I'll just end the stream now. All right, thank you all for tuning in to the Black Cat Show.